What will you be doing this weekend?
This weekend I'll be competing at Stanford Invite. I'm going to be competing in the javelin throw and the high jump. I got in for all 4 events that I wanted to get into. Ended up dropping the 100-meter and the long jump, which are two other good events of mine, but I decided that they're running at relatively the same time in the day. I'd have to be running back and forth, and I'm just coming off of an injury, and I figured easing back into things is not running the 100-meter and doing the long jump, as they're pretty hard events, so I'm just going to be doing those two events this weekend.
Coming off injury, what percent, what are you right now? Are you 100%, or is there still room for you to kind of get to the back the level that you were?
Physically, I feel like I'm 100%. Mentally, I feel like everyone has kind of a period after, especially hamstring injuries. There's a little period after coming back where I feel like you need to regain your confidence and regain your psyche. And I feel like that's what this weekend's going to be for me. Is just I'm going to be able to get some more sprint practices in before I'm able to fully return to sport. And I get my confidence up because these are two of my best events, and they're not going to be too strenuous on my leg. And it's going to be a good confidence booster for me to get my mind right.
Coach saying big month coming up in April, and I know focused on this week, but are you looking at the big picture right now and after this week?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the big picture for me is going to be in about 2 weeks. I need to be ready for the decathlon, so that's why I'm sitting out of my events and allowing my body to heal a little bit more. I still have to qualify for nationals, and looks like I'm gonna have very few chances in order to do that. So my health and looking forward is going to be the key for me right now in order to prepare myself the best that I can for the month of April and our conference championship and the national championship that's coming up at the end of May.
So Teigan, like you said, most of the team, they got their season kicked off back in Stanislaus. You, due to injury, have not been able to go. How excited are you to finally be able to get back out there and compete? Especially coming off last year, derailed a little bit by injury. How excited are you to finally get into a real meet?
I'm very excited, and I talked to my dad last night, and he's also really excited for me. Both my parents and my grandparents are going to be making it down to Stanford this weekend to watch me compete, and it's just going to be fun, and I'm grateful that I'm going to have the opportunity and I have the health now to be able to compete in these meets. And it is rough being out from injury, and it is kind of frustrating at times watching my team and all the competitors that I compete against personally throw down all these big marks and compete week after week and see these improvements. But I'm really excited to get in. I'm excited to get my spikes back on and get out there and start improving and start throwing down the marks that I know that I can do.
How have you been able to, handle not being able to compete right away? Do you think that because you were out last year that prepared you for this in a way?
Yeah, I mean, tearing UCL was a year-long injury. I've been out I hurt my hamstring 4 weeks ago. This has been really nothing in compared to what type of injury that was before and the amount of time I had to set out. If anything, it was more of just a road bump and just more frustrating than anything that I wasn't able to hop right back to where I was. But it hasn't been really that difficult, especially with the support of the team, the support of my coaches, and the support of my parents and my friends, really pushing me, encouraging me forward. So.
Final question, what are some of your goals? What marks do you want to hit at Stanford? Do you want to hit a good PR? Do you want to just, have a good showing? Obviously, you had a huge PR, your first meet here at the green and gold in the javelin. What marks are you looking to hit at Stanford?
I'm looking to have more PRs. Every time I go to a meet, I never go in with the mindset that I don't want to improve. I'm looking to have a huge PR in javelin. It's one of the events that my injury hasn't really limited my practice too much. I've been able to hit the weight room hard with my upper body and really focus on my technique in that event. So I'm hoping to throw around 205 feet in javelin, and I'm hoping to jump about 6'6" in high jump. Two big PRs, they would be great marks for me to hit, but I don't think it's anything that's out of my range, and I think that's where I want to be.
Well, good luck this weekend, Teigan.
Thank you.